Hey, good morning, everyone, and welcome to another Thursday morning, the first episode of 2024 of Ken versus 10. And conveniently, it just so happens to work out that I'm Ken, SSK promo, Mr. Bill, the non-seasonal Santa right now, kind of clean shaven. Well, it's not clean anymore. I'm getting scruffy already. Doesn't take me long to grow a new beard, and we're going to get things going here with this first episode. I'll say some good mornings to some folks. Jill is here already with the heart. Good morning, Jill. And Sue AZ Cats. Good morning, Ken and Jill. Listing and packing quick before the day job. Life just keeps rolling, doesn't it? With all the holidays here recently, Christmas and New Year's and everything, then it just all gets back to normal. And go Snow. Hey, baby face. What's up there, Mr. Snow? Mike and Ms. Katz may be watching in the background as well. Good to see you, my friend. So, man, it was a good holiday. I have been on kind of a break. I haven't listed anything for quite a while. Probably the last couple of weeks or so, I would think. It's been, before Christmas. Like the week before Christmas, I was just busy being festive and doing a bunch of stuff. And then last week, between Christmas and New Year's, that's historically always been my week of vacation when I used to work a 9-to-5 job. And so I've just kind of continued that here in my reselling business. I do as little as possible during that week. Just what I had to do. Just my shipping is all that I got done last week. Anything that had to be shipped out. And I had some sales. Of course, when you don't list for a little while, the sales kind of start to dry up a little bit, but I did have some. I've got one going out today, but I'm looking forward to kind of getting back to normal, getting back to doing the show, the Ken versus 10 show, and listing some stuff. And we'll get to that here in just a little bit. See if anyone shows up in the chat here. How was everybody's New Year? How was your Christmas? How was your New Year's celebrations? Hope you all had a good time, for sure. Do you have any New Year's resolutions? Are you a resolutionist? A resolutioner? A resolutionary? I don't know. I don't know what the word is. Do you make New Year's resolutions? And here on January 4th, have you already broke all of those resolutions already? I know I'm behind already on a couple of mine. Say hi to Jeff Ball. Good morning, Jeff. Good to see you, my friend. I got to tell you, Jill and I, what was I going to say? I forget. Jeff came on and I thought, I need to tell him something. I didn't put it in my notes either. But anyway, looking forward to getting back to a regular schedule. And just listen, I've been listing some this week. Been out in my new office in the garage, getting that heated up every day. And just really enjoying being out there. And eventually I'm probably going to be filming from out there, doing this show and doing the podcast and that sort of stuff. And just to, once I got a new router for Christmas, I need a new router because out there I don't have hardwired, so it's going to be Wi-Fi to my computer. And I'm still debating if I want to take this computer out there or not. That's my main computer because I do other stuff on it, and I don't know if I want to always have to go to the garage to work. I do have computers out there that I list on, but they're slower and older and But hopefully this new router will give me a good enough signal that I can do my broadcasts and stuff from out there. Sue says that she made no resolutions because life usually messes them up. Boy, isn't that the truth. Yes, just about the time you put that plan in place and you write it all down, start checking them off, something happens and it goes by the wayside. Just make up something. Yes, I'll come up with a good story. We picked up 2 big sponsors for our channel this year. Been a great start to the year so far. Oh, that is awesome. I haven't watched, that's one of the other things I did during kind of my break, is I haven't watched much YouTube content at all. Just kind of, there's always either some sort of drama or something going on. I think one of my resolutions this year is to kind of get rid of the drama and watch channels, as far as YouTube, watch channels that are fun, that are informative, with people that I like, such as Go Snow and Miss Cats. Hey, are you dropping any hints? So I didn't see if you've talked about your new sponsors. Who are the new sponsors for your show? If you watch the Reseller Clickbait podcast, you know, I'm still working on getting some dude wipe money right there, but that hasn't worked out yet. Oh, speaking of the podcast, today is Thursday, January 4th. Tonight at 8 p.m. is the last of the holiday live tour series for this year, kind of the 2023-2024 series. It is the New Year's edition. And so Corey and I have on a special guest. We got Caleb from over at the Old Paths and part of the two old guys reselling podcasts. So really super excited. We're going to have some giveaways. We're going to talk, you know, New Year's. We're going to talk goals. We're going to talk some of that sort of stuff and just general have fun with the chat, see what goes on, give away some stuff. Might be a hint right here. We want to give away some resellery type of stuff, and might be this Dymo scale back here. But I should probably start to get some things listed right now. And so I am going to list some clowns. If you saw the thumbnail, said I was clowning around. Of course, had my shaving cream on there from when I was clean shaven completely after the seasonal Santa season, the SSS, the seasonal Santa season, which was fun. I had a really good time, got a lot of smiles, hopefully spread a lot of Christmas cheer during that time. And Simply Shenanigans, Shanna is here. Good morning, everyone. Good morning, Shanna. Good to see you, my friend. So, clowns. Are who in the crowd here? Are you one of those people that have? Oh, what is the phobia called? People that are afraid of clowns. I need to fear of clowns. What is that called? Does anybody in the chat know what that's called? The fear of clowns. And there's, you know, you got some scary clowns that are out there. The insane clown posse. Let's go, Ken. Get to work. Time is money. You are correct with that, Jeff. FOC. Afraid of clowns. There you go. That's just called the FOC. No, okay. I looked it up here. It's called coulrophobia. A fear of clowns is a widely acknowledged phenomenon. The fear is present among both adults and children in many different cultures. But it's not well understood due to lack of focused research. There we go. Patrick Murphy. If anybody would know, Patrick Murphy would know. Coulrophobia is the fear of clowns. Good morning. Good morning. hey, hey, Marshall. That's a joke. And some other Sues out here. Yes, there we go. Go Snow checking in with the coral. I think I'm saying coralphobia. I think I'm saying that right. But anyway, this is not the show for you if you have coralphobia, because I am going to be listing some clown figurines. I picked these up. Now, I don't usually like to do things that are glassware or things that are overly breakable, but I also like to branch out on stuff. Just got the Google Foo. Google Foo kicked in. Looking up the fear of clowns. So, but I also like to branch out into new things. Actually, my very biggest sale that I ever had on eBay was on some figurines, some little glass, some cat Norcrest calendar cats. I had a whole set. They were monthly, one for January, February, March. You know what the months are. Hopefully you do. If not, you should probably be studying and not watching my goofy show. But it's, I sold those set of 12 Norcrest cat calendar cats for like $1,100. So, and I got them for free from a buddy of mine. Was clearing out a bunch of stuff. If you go back in some of the old episodes, you would see those. But anyway, I was at I think it was the first day that we went out of the Route 127 sales this last summer. I was out with Jimmy, Old School Flips, and Sonia, and we were looking around, and I come across in this one sale a shelf that had all these clown figurines, such as something like this. And I was just intrigued by them, and I had heard somebody on another channel, and I would give credit if I knew who it was. I would tell them, but Emmett Kelly Jr. Is a artist or whatever that designed all these clowns. Weary Willie is the name of the clown. Good morning, sunny Las Vegas. You are up and at 'em early out there in Vegas today. We are in Ohio. The seasons are cold and then hot. Yes, repeat, exactly. It always seems though we have more cold than we do hot. I'm not a big fan of winter. If you don't know that about me, I'm not a big fan of winter or cold weather. I have this thing that any day that it's less than 65 degrees in the 24-hour period, that's winter. Doesn't matter if it's, this spring nonsense and fall, winter, you can have all of that stuff. And so not a big fan of the cold weather. So we're at the sale, and I see this shelf full of clowns. And I was just looking at them. I was intrigued by them. And a guy come over and said, "Hey, are you interested in the clowns?" And I think he had like $2 or $3 a piece on them, not more than $5 a piece. And I said, "Yeah, what do you want? What do you want for all of them?" There were 15 of them on 3 shelves. "What do you want for all of them?" And he said, "Well, I'll tell you what." He said, "If you take them all, $10, I'll give them all to you for $10. I'm tired of packing them up and carrying them around and bringing them in and out of the house." And this guy also would set up like at flea markets and stuff. And so I was like, 15 of them, $10, 67 cents a piece. Sure, I'll go for that because it's a new category that I can learn. I had heard that name, Emmett Kelly, before. And so I thought, sure, I'll buy them. And we wrapped them all up and I brought them home, and they've just been sitting out in the garage in a box. And as I'm kind of just going through things for listing, it's kind of like whatever's next, whatever's in the way, whatever needs to be put away, that's what I've been listing. But I also, there was kind of a catalyst to me doing the clowns, which is right here, and I'll talk about that one a little bit later. And there's my dear sweet mother. Hello, mother. Hello, father. My mom and pop are next door watching. Happy New Year to everyone. And there is my friend Caleb, the Old Paths. Okay, I was talking about that earlier tonight on the it's over here. The Reseller Clickbait Podcast Holiday Live Edition. Caleb is our special guest tonight from the Two Old Guys Reselling Podcast and also from the Old Paths. And super excited. Been wanting to do some work with Caleb for a little while. He's my best friend, if you didn't know that. Oh wait, Jill's in the chat. He's my second best friend. And so looking forward to that show tonight, 8 p.m. Eastern time tonight, Reseller Clickbait Podcast channel. I should probably drop a link to that. I should have probably been prepared to do something of that nature. And maybe I'll grab that here real quick. And then we'll get back to some clowns. There we is. Copy that link and we will throw that in the chat right there. I'll leave that up just in case I want to drop it in a little bit later. Jill was going to say, morning, Ken's best friend. Yes, it should be fun. And Patrick Murphy, why, yes, hello, chat. Sneaking in to say hi and light up that thumbs up. Yeah, a thumbs up is always appreciated. I always appreciate Patrick reminding the folks about that. So anyway, these clowns, 67 cents a piece. It also gave me an opportunity to kind of learn something in a new category. I've sold some different figurines before, but just here and there, like they might be in a box lot of something. This is the first time I actually like consciously purchased something that I might want to sell. So I did get a little bit of an education. Some of them are worth more than others. What I did find out about them is they have a pretty poor sell-through rate. Some are better than others, but for the most part, there might be a lot listed and not a lot sold. I suppose, maybe sometime clowns will come back around, like owls were really popular here recently in the last year or two, and maybe clowns will come back around. Or maybe there's somebody that specifically collects these Emmett Kelly ones. So I'm going to get started here. Let me find this first listing right here. So this is on, I listed these as a lot together. Look at these guys. There's a clown and he's juggling a ball on his foot. They're kind of on these root beer barrels and stuff. One of the things that was cool, although these were on the shelf at this yard sale, but some of them all came in the original boxes. And so I'm listing these as a lot because they have the same item number, 9768, and like there's different pictures, like there's the picture of the one on that side of the box, and there's a picture of the other one on the other side of the box. And so those in the box together, two of them, they would probably only sell about $10 a piece, something like that. I'm listing the lot of two at $19.99 with the buyer paying shipping and taking some offers on that. And so I'm going to list that one, and we are off and running with the first item of the first. Okay, so the first item on the first Ken versus 10, I listed a couple clowns of 2024. I guess this is not the first episode ever. It's just the first episode of Ken versus 10 for 2024. So that is that. So pretty much the rest of the show, I'll have a little bit of stuff about some things. They're going to be some of these clowns, so we'll rip through them. To just kind of get through them and see. So the next one, okay, another boxed up one right here is this guy, this clown on the classic unicycle. He's got his hobo bag right there. Now, this clown that was made popular is called Weary Willie. And it is the, on the bottom there, if you can see that. I don't know if that shows up very well. That's the Emmett Kelly Jr. Signature or whatever, the sticker for what they look like on the bottom. And so this guy right here, if I can find him, is I'm going to list him at $12.49, taking some offers on that. And again, most of these I just want to move along as quickly as I can. So I am pricing them a little bit lower than prices that I have seen on them. Let's see. Your niece is afraid of clowns. The Chief, you know that word you said. What was it? Chloroform or something? No, it wasn't chloroform. Coulrophobia, the fear of clowns. I didn't know that she was afraid of clowns. I did not know that. So we listed that one. And so we've got to, okay, I'll pull up this one. So this one right here is pretty cool. It is called Wet Paint was the name of that. Again, there's the bottom, kind of a clown sitting on a wet paint bench. And this one came in the box as well, but it also has a certificate of authenticity with it. And on the inside, it tells the name Wet Paint for that one, certificate of authenticity. I don't know what good that does somebody. They want to prove to their friends, oh, hey, man, that's a pretty cool clown collection right there. Are those fakes? Are those Emmett Kelly Jr. knockoffs? And they go, why no? I have a certificate of authenticity right here. And so that one's about $20. I'm going to list him about $20 for that guy right there. So we're going to list it. So, man, that's 3 already. I'm only halfway through the show. I'm doing pretty good. Maybe I'll make that a New Year's resolution. Get this stuff done. Get it done. I guess that is a resolution. List consistently. List more. We're going to talk about that tonight on the show. The Holiday Live Tour show. Some of the goals and some of the things that we would like to do. And Amanda is checking in. Amanda, the Fireball Flippers. Hey, Ken, Happy New Year. Happy New Year to you, my friend. Hopefully your whole holiday season went well. Did you make any resolutions? I had thrown that out early on. Did you make any New Year's resolutions that you're really going to stick hard and try to get those done? Or have you broken them already here on January the 4th? Jeff says he's worked with a lot of clowns over the years. So some scary, some happy, some different. Yes. Yeah, agreed 100%. No resolutions for Amanda. Yeah, I guess I'm not necessarily a resolution guy. I like to pick easy resolutions. Like, man, I'd like to go bowling more. I made that resolution last year and I didn't go bowling. So at all, not one time the whole year. So I'm going to pick some easy resolutions like, more mac and cheese or something. I don't know if that's even possible. The Joker is based on a 1928 film, The Man Who Laughs, which is based on an 1869 novel. It's considered a classic horror film. I did not know that. So the Joker from Batman dates all the way back to basically 1869. Who knew? See, Patrick Murphy right there, just a wealth of information. If you need useless knowledge, if you need to fill your brain with facts that you don't really need taking up. Patrick Murphy's your guy. You follow him and watch some of his shows and content that he does. Yeah, he's a guy that knows. Yes, the more you know, and knowing is half the battle. Go, Joe. Ken needs to play more disc golf and less ping pong. I do to get my skills, my disc golf skills, because Chris, when he visited here during the Route 30 sales for that week, man, he just trounced me. Me and my buddy Doug, we all went out and did some disc golf, frisbee golf, and Chris he gave us a lesson that day. However, in ping pong, though, I am the undisputed, at least in my mind, reseller ping pong champion. Well, we'll just go of Ohio right now. We'll go of Ohio. But I'll put my skill up against, any ping pongers. Ping pongers, is that what they're called? Ping pongers. Sure, that's what it's called. And I was undefeated. Of course, I only played Chris and Jimmy. But those were the only challengers. I was going to take on Roman when he was there, but we didn't have time. Yo, Cobra. Cobra always had a cooler stuff, and reseller tip: Cobra figures gear sells better than the Joes. See, he's informative too, with actual knowledge that's helpful. So if you can find G.I. Joe Cobra for the enemy of G.I. Joe, you're going to have a lot better sales with the Cobra stuff than you do the Joes. You know what? I don't know. Is there going to be ping pong at the Plains to Profit meetup? I'm not really sure if that hotel has a rec center or a ping pong. Just very well maybe. That Plains to Profit, go check that out. That is a meetup that is coming up in February. And I'm going to drop a link to that. And that is being put on by Corey, Grams of Pops Vintage, Inked Picker, Alicia, Happy and Grumpy Picker. They got a lot of cool sponsors. It's a really cool event. It's in February in Omaha, Nebraska. Lots of cool stuff going on there. And the tickets are selling pretty quick. I was talking to Corey. They sold 4 more tickets just yesterday. And so they're going quick, and you don't have much time to make those plans. So check out that link right there. Go to the Plains to Profit meetup. Where am I? Oh, I'm supposed to be listing clowns. Roman must be a multi-sport athlete because he challenged me to basketball game at the next rally. Yeah, I don't know. I've seen your skills, Mike, on some of your videos and video clips and stuff, Instagram things, but I don't know what skills Roman has. He's wiry. I bet he's got some skills, or if nothing, he's just gonna muscle you out. If it's one of these pickup call your own foul game, good luck with that against Roman. Yes, Roman is multifaceted for sure. Let's do another clown. What, okay. This guy right here, this is a bigger size one. Look at this. Most of those other ones were like, 3.5, 4 inches. This is like about an 8-inch clown right here. Sweeping with the broom. It's actually got a wooden broom handle right there. And really not a whole lot of value to it though. Is $12.49. That's what I'm listing this guy at, $12.49. We'll set him back there. I know I'm probably going to break one of these, chip them, something like that. They were all, actually, every single one of these clowns were in very good shape, with no cracks, no chips, no, marred paint, anything like that. Oh, here's a cool one. This little guy, okay, so I was listing this guy. Here's another one with a broom. He's about 6.5 inches or so. Um, Never mind. It's, but this one right here. So what was cool about this one, I was actually listening. I was taking all the pictures. I took all the pictures of them. And when I turned him around, look at this right here. It is actually signed by Emmett Kelly Jr. I don't know if you can see that or if it's going to focus. There we go. Emmett Kelly Jr. It looks like 86. So these are all vintage. So I upped the price on this one a little bit once I saw the signature, because looking it up, it was probably around I was going to list it at $19.99. It was around 20 bucks or so. I forget. I think that's what I had it, or no, $14.99. That's right. I raised it up another 10 bucks to $24.99 because it was signed, and I listed that in the description that it was signed, and kind of highlighted it in the photograph. So we'll see how that does. I figure with the price of these, most of them, if I can sell one of them, I'm going to have my money back. And because I only paid 10 bucks for all of them. And 86, 96, I don't know. Jill just sent me what year in a message. And there's Sal's Mercado. Good morning, Sal. Man, all of you West Coasters are up early this morning. Well, I don't know. I guess it's what, 9 o'clock there? 8 o'clock, 8 something. And good morning and hello to Jill's best friend, my best friend right here. Never mind. Good call. Jill's best friend, Sal's Mercado there. Oh, I don't know. Jill is asking me when Robert or Emmett Kelly Jr. died. Let's see something here. Maybe this wasn't signed by him. Kelly Jr. No, it was 2006. Emmett Kelly Jr. was 2006 when he passed away. So I think we're good. That could be a legit signature. I don't know. What am I doing here? Okay. So anyway, that was a pretty cool one that was signed. If I can sell one of these clowns, I'm pretty much going to, unless it's like one of the really low dollar ones, I'm going to make my 10 bucks back. And I've learned a little bit about Emmett Kelly Jr. and some of these clowns, and Weary Willie and all of that. So, what is this guy right here? Oh, here's a cool one. Here's another one that's in a box. And he's a little clown with some balloons. He's got balloons. Everything's better with a balloon, don't you think? I mean, maybe not like a funeral. Probably don't want to have a lot of balloons at a funeral, but pretty much everything else is made better with a balloon. And this guy right here, $12.49. A lot of times I run sales. I'll run sales and offers and stuff at 20% off. So that's going to get those in about a $10 range once I list them like that. Yes, and that was, it's like, I don't want a bunch of glass figurines or whatever. The education is worth the $10, plus you get some money out of it. Nice. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, 10 bucks for an education on these, sorts of figures or this line. I don't think that I'm actually going to be actively out there looking for more figurines, but now I know Norcrest is a really good brand in those. I've had some other ones, older ones that were made in Japan. are usually good. And of course, you know, these Emmett Kelly, there's nothing that's like super exciting about them. Again, I said the sell-through rates are not that great on them, but we're going to see if we get them listed and get some traffic, and I'll send out offers. And okay, here's another really cool. Look at this. Can you see his reflection in the mirror? This clown putting on his makeup right there. And this one also in the box, and it also has, this one is a numbered one with the certificate of authenticity. This is number 1562. Now, I don't know how many there were because it doesn't say, but there's a little thing that there's a card that you could have registered that number 1562. And this guy right here, I don't think he was super high dollar. About $40 though for this guy. This seems to have a better sell-through rate than most of them. I think it's because it's this cool little mirror in there and the reflection. But I'm going to price him at $39.99 with the buyer paying shipping. Going to take some offers. And, who doesn't want a certificate of authenticity for their clown collection? And I'm going to put this guy back in the box since he's a little bit. So hopefully some of the higher dollar ones will sell. And there's Hummels sold a few over $100 for that. Cool. Yeah, I hear mixed things about Hummels, whether to pick them up or not. But just like with everything, there's not. Oh yeah, that's Jill had sent me another message there. Yeah, balloons. I said, balloons. What's not made better with balloons at a funeral? At her father's graveside service, we did a balloon release there with some significance to it. So this is true. Who forgot that thumbs up? Says Jennifer Hayes. Good morning, Jennifer Hayes. Good to see you here, my friend. Oh, I didn't click on the actual comment. I clicked on it over here. Good morning, Jennifer. Thank you for coming. Hopefully your New Year's and your holiday season was good. And like myself, everyone getting back to work. And the quirky picker. Oh, there's Amy, Beach by Repeat is here. Babyface Ken, hello. And the quirky picker, Chad. Hey, I saw Chad here recently over on the Slim Flippers podcast. Go check out Slim Flippers in there and check out that episode with Chad the quirky picker over the summer here when we were at the 127 sales. Got to meet up with Chad, and which was really cool. He reached out to Jimmy and I over at the Reseller Clickbait podcast, and I'm going to try to find, here we go, share that, copy. So here's a link there over to Slim Flippers Wes. He's a really super good guy, and Chad was on his show recently, so go hit that link. Give Wes a follow. Good morning to Kristen, a rule squirrel, and hey Kristen, I was sad to hear that news that the Let's Do Lunch podcast is going away. I always enjoyed that show, all the little segments you did, and all of the kind of the perspective of reselling from a lady's point of view, and but looking forward to all your new ventures and stuff that you have going on. So good to see you here. Tanya bought an 8 8 to 10 Hummels for 10 bucks, made about 500 or so on them. But yes, they are all up and down. It was depressing, the holidays. Yes, it can be. Jill is a therapist by trade, and yes, a lot of sadness during the holiday season. Jill was thinking about you for sure, and sending love to everybody. Yeah, I'll roll square. Hashtag, oh, that should be a New Year's resolution. Ken should get glasses for the new year. Maybe I'll look into that. I need to do all of that. I need to go to the optometrist. I need to go to the dentist. I'm behind on my dentist appointment. I need to get that done. They called me the other day to remind me, hey, you haven't made an appointment. You missed your 6-month checkup. What's up with that? I said I was busy. I was being seasonal. I was being Santa-y. Of course, my appointments always got to that, do it like every 6 months. So I think I'm going to change it up a little bit here. It always ended up like right there in December, right before the holidays. I don't have like regular dental insurance. And so, all of that bill comes out of my own pocket. And so I think I'm going to push it here till, maybe February, March even. And, because overall my teeth are in pretty good shape, but just like to get them checked out, get them cleaned and stuff. And so I need to do that. But not today. Today, I'm going to list another clown right now. Because now oh, here, let me show this one. Let me show this one because I thought this one was pretty cool. Look at this guy. Look at this happy, fun clown at the piano. Beautiful wooden bass, but it's a music box. And it's Clowning in America. This is a vintage 1999 company called Van Mark that made some of these. And let's see, let's be annoying here. I don't know, can you hear that? Can anybody guess the song? Let me do this again. So that's pretty cool. I don't know if anybody can guess what that song was, if you could even hear it or not. But he's a pretty cool piece. Now, I got to give a shout out to a good friend, Rebel Junk, Aaron. Go follow Rebel Junk too, and follow all of her stuff. But I could not find this anywhere. I did Terra Peak, I did, any of the things. The only references I could find to it were on WorthPoint, and I do not have WorthPoint. And I know Aaron does, and occasionally I'll reach out and say, hey, can you look this up for me real quick? And so she, took a few minutes out of her day to look this up for me. The last one that sold was in 2016. And so that's probably why I couldn't find any reference to it. And there's none listed. So the one in 2016, you always want stuff to be like worth, like, oh, hey, I can't find this anyplace. It's going to be worth like $5,000. Well, it's not. The last one that sold in 2016 was like 35 bucks. But since there are none listed, and it's an immaculate shape, I wish I had the box with this one, but I do not. So I'm going to list this one about 50 bucks and see if it will go. I'll take offers on it. Again, I'm just wanting to move it along, but very beautiful music box right there. In that one, Van Mark, 1999. And Chad says, this that always shames me every time I go for a cleaning. Well, every now and then my dentist is not too pleased with me. It's one of those things. I'm not good at flossing all the time. I floss like when I have something stuck in my teeth that I can't get out, but on a day-to-day basis. But usually that week before I know my dentist appointment coming up, I really, get in there and floss about every single day. And so show of hands, who's an everyday flosser out there? Is anybody actually flossing every day. Besides Nancy, I know Nancy might be watching, but she doesn't comment. Nancy's probably Nancy flosses after every meal. Nancy, that's Jill's mother. Chad, stop eating Oreos in the car on the way to the dentist. Exactly. I mean, price of inflation, you should get a couple of hundred. One would think, one would hope I could get that. And there's a good friend, Larry, way out one, checking in. Good morning, Ken, Jill, and Jennifer, and a hi to Patrick as well. So I'm gonna shoot for 50 on this guy, and so that's pretty cool. Let's see. So I'm gonna go to this. I'm gonna go to the one that why I decided to list the clowns. A lot of times I list things in the same categories. I try to do that here recently when I was listing. It's like, because my office was in a disarray and I had stuff in bags and boxes, it's like pick a bag or pick a box or a tub and list whatever's in it, regardless of what it was. Like if I went to the Goodwill bins or out to yard sales and stuff, all of these things would pile up, different types of items. And I would, so I've been just trying to pull it out and list it all at the same time, no matter what it is. But this item, look at this. Look at this cool thing right here. This is it's made by a company called Mako, M-A-C-O, and it is Melody in Motion. Watch this. This is, it takes batteries, but look at this guy right here. Look at this guy. He's whistling the Chattanooga Choo Choo and the light blinks and stuff. And actually, I got this one right here. My sister's boyfriend is cleaning out stuff from his aunt's house, and he brought 4 of these different types over to me. And that one is the one that was working right out of right when he bought it. Look at this other guy with the trumpet, and he will like tap his foot and he wiggles back and forth when he's playing. But that one and 2 of the others, the other 2 are not working. I'm working with them, and I actually took one apart last night, just trying to figure out what was wrong. And it's pretty cool. The mechanism in here that plays the music, it's actually, there's like a mini cassette recorder in here, and there's a tape that runs across and plays the song. Looking at these, this is going to be the highest dollar item that I have. I am going to be listing that one at $89.99. I've seen some listed higher than that. I'm not really seeing any solds on that much, but with the railroad theme and the fact that it's working, some of the others that were listed were not working, and I just want to move this thing along. So I'm going to list it at about $90 and take some offers. And so it's pretty heavy too. It's about 4 pounds. It's probably going to be, by the time it's all wrapped up and boxed up, it's going to be about a 5-pound package. So the shipping also, I priced it a little bit lower to kind of help the customer, I guess, with shipping, because some of the other ones that were listed a lot higher also had shipping. So I'm hoping if there's interest in that, it will move along pretty quickly. Happy New Year to my friend. Wishing you a wonderful family, much love, peace, and prosperity. The New England Betty Boop, Lisette, is here. Good morning, Lisette. I saw some of those IG posts that you put out of your beautiful family, all on Christmas, all kind of gathered around there all together. It looked like a great time. I told mine that you were going to tell me not to drink so much coffee and stop smoking. Neither of those are going to happen. Once we had the understanding, we are good. Yeah, get the agreement on those, on the with your dentist. I take it you that's what you were talking to that your dentist, that you're not gonna quit drinking coffee or smoking. And a bunch of hellos from everybody to Lisette. And hellos all the way around. So yeah, I'm super excited about this one right here, that it was working. I am working on the others. Some of them I had seen some of the others listed, and they're around 40 to 50 bucks. So I'm going to try to get those working as well. But I was glad that the highest dollar one was working pretty good. Let's see here. Here's another Emmett Kelly Jr. Flambeau. Flambo is the company, or yeah. Flamba? Flamba, whatever. Anyway, that's the brand of these. But this guy right here, hitchhiking, got the little trash can beside him, a little sign that says one way. And this one is called On the Road Again. And again, I know that because COA, the Certificate of Authenticity, it's official. So if any of you guys are thinking, man, these clowns, you're a clown if you think those clowns are authentic, I'll carry that around in my wallet. You don't know. You don't know when I'll whip out a COA on my clown collection. Hopefully it's not a collection for long. Hopefully it moves right along. But about 30 bucks for On the Road Again, Emmett Kelly Jr. Clown figurine. We are going to set him back there. And the rest of these clowns, are just general. Let me see. Nothing here. All of these were listed about 10 bucks, 10 to 15 bucks. I will show them all real quick. This one is just a generic clown. There's no markings on him or whatever, so I don't know what brand. He's about 10 bucks. He's got a little bat right there. Good little, hey, what's up? That guy right there. Again, this one is an unmarked one, but he's pretty cool. Kind of another hobo clown, but he's playing as a saxophone, I guess. It kind of looks like an instrument that Dr. Seuss might have had. Maybe a flea-flugel or something like that, whatever those instruments used to be called. Yeah, Jeff wants to see the COA for the COA. It's just a rabbit hole. That's a rabbit hole you can get down really quick. Proving your proof can always run you into problems. But this clown right here, I did see some ones that were listed like him. And again, where the heck is the pricing? Clown with saxophone. This one's about 15 bucks. About $14.99 is what I am listing that guy at. Here is another Emmett Kelly Jr. from the Flambeau, whatever it is. Where do I have that listed? I don't even think I have that in the title. But this one is called No Strings Attached. He's got a violin that has no strings on it, apparently. So it was either appropriately named or coincidentally named. Could have been just like, oh, there's no strings there. What are we going to call this one? But another Emmett Kelly Jr., but only about 10 bucks on that guy right there. And the last one is, let's see what Chris is saying here. I sold that Johnny Cage action figure from Ken vs. 10 for 180 bucks yesterday. Took a while, but still a good sale. Well, heck yeah, 180 bucks for that. I remember listing that on the Ken vs. 10. Chris, I want to tell you, watch your mail. probably by the weekend. I know we had talked about, you said wait till after Christmas to send out your prize package because you were going out of town, but your prize package should be showing up shortly. And Ping G is here. Good morning, Ping. Good to see you, my friend, out there in sunny California. And so this is the last one that I'm gonna, it's either like calling the clowns to dinner. I don't know, is that a dinner bell or whatever? But this was called, from a company called Jasco, Clown Bells. And it's marked and dated, where was that at? I saw it someplace. It's like 1978 or something. Jasco, Taiwan. Yeah, it's kind of in there someplace. But, so that's pretty cool. But still only about $10 for that little guy right there with his tag. So I am going to submit those last 4 that I did. And so if anybody was keeping up, I think I actually cheated. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Oh, it's Ken versus 13 today. See, I can't count either. Actually, I didn't mean to list all of those. I was going to save a couple kind of in a draft bank. So, but I've got them all listed. So Ken versus 10, Ken versus 13 today. Yeah, congratulations, Chris, on that sale. Thanks, Seth and Patrick. I'll be on the lookout for it and display it proudly. Cool. So back to work here, getting to that normal, regular schedule, doing Ken versus 10. Looking forward to more Ken versus 10s and some more Ken versus 10 verses where I take on other resellers. I'm taking on my death pile. They're taking on their death pile, but you know, that little friendly rivalry with that special prize package chosen especially for you, which is still the same prize package that everybody gets. Unless there's something. Yeah, I'm overachiever, Ken. That's right. Ken, no clowning around today. Yeah, we get 13 on the first episode. I got to do something, a little special. First episode of 2024. Got to do something a little bit extra. Just kind of prove that I'm really back into the groove of things and getting work done. Billsy Bear Memories. Good morning. Good morning. Always cranking out the good tunes on the IG. Chris, but can that prize pack be more stellar than the Christmas card? Oh yeah, you guys should have seen the Christmas card that Nancy and Jill sent out this year. If I had a copy of it, I would show it right here. But we always get Nancy in some situation. Last year it was kind of a theme of Christmas Vacation, like with Chevy Chase. We had her dressed up like Cousin Eddie. Out front, just a robe and can of beer. And this year we had her dressed up in the pink bunny suit from Christmas Story. And, she's got the BB gun and, you'll shoot your eye out, kid. And we had the leg lamp and all of that stuff in there. And Jill on the inside, Jill's tongue was stuck to the pole because she's all the time getting stuck doing these Christmassy things. Yeah, it's hard to beat. Yeah, that was a fun Christmas card. So everybody, I appreciate everybody stopping by today, spending a little bit of time. If you're looking for something to do this evening on the Reseller Clickbait podcast, is the last of the holiday live tour shows for like the 2023-2024 season. We have Caleb, the Old Paths from the Old Paths channel, and from the Two Old Guys Reselling podcast is going to join us, join Corey and I. And so that should be fun. I popped a link down there in the bottom if you want to check that out tonight. We do have some giveaways that we're going to do tonight. We're going to talk goals. We're going to talk reselling. Which is going to talk, general, have fun with the chat, which is always the best when you do a live. You get to interact with the chat, and some prizes. I'm not saying, anything is particularly going to be a prize, but you never know. Going to do some resellery sort of stuff. And yes, my mother is saying, don't forget that thumbs up. I appreciate it. And set your notifications for tonight. Yeah, click on that link right there. It's simple. It's simple and easy. You click on that link. It says, hey, notify me. Boom, you hit that. Later on this evening, you're doing a little bit of something. You may be having dinner. You're finishing up some chores, maybe some listing or whatever. Maybe you're a late night lister. You just kind of want to tune in while that's going on. It doesn't cost a thing. Just click on that, say notify me. And if you're not subscribed, hit that subscribe button too. We would appreciate it. Yeah, I'm sure the set will be peeking in on that as well. So we're going to wrap this one up. Everybody, have a great day. Have a great new year. Keep up on those resolutions if that is your, if you do those, stick with them if that's something that you do. And we'll catch you next week on Canva. Oh, I have some stuff coming up. I'll talk about that later next week. Some stuff coming up on Canva's channel, my channel, that I'm going to do. Maybe a new little series. So I'll leave with that teaser. Leave with that teaser of some news of what I might do coming up here soon on my channel. So have a great day, everyone, and we will see you next week.